What's up, Comic Con 3D TV? This is Chris Dickens and
Phil Morgenthaler
with our boy
Rick Worthy.
We're hanging out here at second annual Kamikaze Expo at the Vigilante Project booth, announcing some news. This guy standing to my left has signed on to play one of the characters in Vigilante Project, and I love him for it. I know that we were looking for an artist first of all, but then we also, see, this whole Vigilante Project thing started out as a screenplay. We wanted to make a movie. And then of course, as we got our trailer out there and our screenplay out there, we got connected with the right people and they said, you should make a comic book.
Right.
And build your fan base. So guess what we have here? A comic book.
A comic book!
But the screenplay idea didn't stop. See, that's why this guy is here, because as we're putting together the plan and the package to take over television, we need really good actors. And you know what I thought of when I thought a really good actor? Rick Worthy. Right. So Rick, tell us what you've been up to.
Lately I've been, well, I think a lot of you may know me from Battlestar Galactica.
Of course.
I was Simon the Cylon, number 4.
Yeah.
And after that, I did a miniseries called Fallen about angels, warrior angels. And then right now my current gig is I play the Alpha Vampire on Supernatural.
You don't say.
Well, I came from, I did a lot of theater in Chicago. And I always had this dream of moving to LA and playing a cop. My favorite cop show used to be NYPD Blue, and then before that, Hill Street Blues.
Okay.
And when I came to LA, my agent, one of the first things my agent said was, "How do you feel about working on Star Trek?" Because I have a role coming up, and I was just like, "Star Trek."
Yeah.
And what I quickly realized was that it is what I really, in my heart, love the most. And I think I have this theory that we are attracted to the things that are closest to our heart. And I've been blessed in that I've been able to maintain a sci-fi career over the last 10 years or so, that some really awesome shows, you know. And I think this show, Vigilante Project, I think this is going to be one of them.
Phil, what's the next move for Vigilante Project?
Oh, well, right now we are working on issue 2, which we are trying to get out. Oh, there, sorry. Issue 2. There it is. Issue 2, which is the full issue. It's coming out in November at Long Beach Comic Con.
Okay,
nice.
Long Beach Comic Con.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think that this book, this one called Date Night, featuring Rick's character Ramon Castillo, is one of the most amazing, most entertaining, most well-written comic books I've ever come across. And it's not just saying that because I wrote it. I think...
Of course not.
I'll tell you what, and this is the truth. This is God's honest truth. No joking, no joking. When we met Rick in Anaheim, we said, hey Rick, we really like your work. We love you on Star Trek. We love you on Battlestar. We'd love for you to be a part of Vigilante Project. And so we said, man, we got to get you in here because we love you hanging out with you. We think you're an awesome guy. And we created this character, Ramon Castillo, with Rick in mind. So this was literally made for you.
And I just want to I want to take the time right now to say this on live TV that thank you.
Thank you, Rick.
And thank you guys for. You guys got to get a shot of this gentleman here, please.
I'm just a hell. Small guy.
Yeah, and I've been around for a long time, and I came out here 20 years ago to be a cop on NYPD Blue, and I ended up doing Star Trek first, and then Battlestar. And I got to tell you that meeting you guys and people like yourselves who are inspired to stay in the game.
I'm glad.
And it gets me excited. Like I get high off of your high.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it makes me want to just keep doing it. So
we're doing it, man.
Yeah, and
you're gonna be a big part of it.
Well, I want to be a part of it some kind of way. So
let me ask you a question. How do you feel about playing Ramon Castillo, a biracial character, half black, half Puerto Rican?
I did a half black, half Puerto Rican character in Dark Angel, and it was the very last episode of Dark Angel, and Jessica Alba, star of the show, and I just remember I had some friends who were writers on the TV show Felicity, and they said, and James Cameron was directing that episode, and they said, okay, get ready, because James, he's a wonderful director, he's a genius, but you know he might yell at you. Direct opposite.
Really?
He was the nicest, charming, most humble
Nice.
director I ever met, and he was really, really sweet. And he walked up to me and said, "Rick Worthy, it's a pleasure to meet you." And I'm like,
Wow, all
"You're
right.
James Cameron from the Terminator. It's a pleasure to meet you." You know?
Yeah, yeah.
And he
Avatar.
wrote and Avatar, right? After that,
Dances with
And,
Avatar.
exactly. And he wrote the. They made the detective. He was this He's this kind of crisis negotiator. And to make a long story short, he was half black, half Puerto Rican.
Okay.
And they named him Ramon Clemente.
Really?
Yeah. And I speak Spanish, so I was able to like.
We know that
See?
you play a villain on Supernatural. This one, you're going to have to get a little bit more Scarface, all right?
I love Scarface.
And since we're doing the biracial thing, can you sign us off in some Spanish?
Hola amigos, yo soy Rick Worthy. Búscala Vigilante, Proyecto Vigilante.
Poquito
Mis
español.
amigos, Chris, Phil, executive producers,
Yep.
creators.
Go to vigilanteproject.com, Facebook/Vigilante Project. Follow us on Twitter @Vigilante Project.
Gracias. Adios.
Be on the lookout
Yes,
for the new
yes.
book coming in November, okay? We want to be on the lookout for the TV series, which is in development, so keep an eye out for that. And I
Yeah.
want to give a shout out to Comic-Con
3D
3D
TV, thank you.
for being here, interviewing us, giving us a chance to dance, sing, do a little bit of Spanish, right?
And act silly a little bit.
Yep, and Kamikaze Expo.
I still want some cupcakes, but nobody's brought them by
Where are
yet. So
they?
where
I'm
are the
still
red
waiting.
velvet cupcakes?
Please. And if you come to Long Beach, bring the cupcake. All right, shout outs to
you.
Comic-Con 3D TV. Thank you very much.